Hello and welcome back to the Earthstar Tribrid. I'm your host, Earthstar Tribrid. So I spoke with my coworker today and they wanted me to know they wanted to know if I can do a deeper dive into certain things. They want to dive deeper into the dark and black magic from the first reading, needing reading on their roommate, which is not the romantic partnership, a reading on a court date, and reading on health. So, which one are we going to do first? Health? Are we doing health first? Court date? Roommate? Dive deeper. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go in the order that I have it written. I already said my prayers, we sage, we got the candles burning. Alright. Diving deeper into the dark and black magic from the first reading, what do you want to tell us about that situation with the dark magic and the black magic? The dark and black magic. What are we going to know more about? Okay, what more about it should we know? Two, 2, 3, 5, and 6. California code, vehicle code. Speed greater than 65 miles per hour would facilitate the orderly movement of vehicular traffic and would be reasonable and safe upon any state highway. Okay. Well, I like to read, 6 plus 5 is 11 there. So it has something about vehicle code. Okay. The number 22 is a master number in some systems representing balance, harmony, and manifestations. The dark and black magic, that's about manifestations, while 3 and 5 are associated with creativity, communication, and change. And 6 with balance and responsibility. Now, the manifestation part, this could be something that is, since we're diving deeper into the dark and black magic that we picked up on the first time, because my coworker did say they were picking up on hints of something like that going on in their life, and they want to know whether or not it really is a romantic partner or if it's actually family based. So we got manifestation and associated with creativity, communication, and change with balance and responsibility. So whatever dark or black magic that's going on has something to do with that. Whether they're manifesting change for you, obviously in a negative sense since it's dark and black magic, with balance and responsibility. Obviously right now with everything that you're dealing with right now is out of whack, is not in balance. And you also told me that you're a Libra, and the Libra is the scales, okay? So we're looking at balance here. And right now you're not balanced. You got one thing going on and it's outweighing everything else. Alright. Master 22 is often linked to master builders and is seen as number of manifestation and bringing spiritual ideas into the material world. Like I said, with the dark and black magic, whenever you're doing that, you're manifesting something. Obviously, this is more on the dark side, so you got to take it as it resonates, because I guarantee you that that's what they're messing with. They're messing with your harmony, they're messing with your balance. This 3 is number connected to creativity, communication, and self-expression. Okay, it's also linked to the Trinity and can represent personal growth and optimism. So this could be things that they are messing with. Whatever magic is going on in your life, it's messing with that. Because apparently you have, I haven't studied your chart, so I'm not really sure what your chart says. But depending on what you have going on in your chart will tell you, like, if somebody in your life was to study your chart and realized, like, hey, this person's really going to be abundant in their life and they want it for themselves. So if you know somebody in your life who just seems like extremely lucky and abundant, that could be them. It's kind of like a destiny swap. Like somebody's trying to take something that basically belongs to you and give it to themselves so that way they can manifest all this abundant stuff. Okay? That's what I'm picking up on that. Because yes, this is what it means, but we're looking at as to why, like diving deeper into this. So this could be what they're messing with you, so that way they can come out on top. Okay? Looking. Hey, get off. There we go. Alright, we got Libra. You said you were a Libra. We have Sagittarius, number 5, and Summer. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. Okay. I'm seeing Xbox. Got bong. Bongs. I'm seeing far. Somebody far away from you. I don't know if you have family in California. Yeah, far. That, and you know, us being in Pennsylvania and California, that's far. I also have team. Team meet. Like there could be a team of people that meet up. We got song. I'm hearing the song Dracula by Rob Zombie. We got BK, like Burger King. We also got meat. Vet. Somebody, not only somebody needs to take a pet to the vet, but vet as in a veteran. I don't know if you have any veterans in your family. Veteran or veterans, multiple. fog. We got Mexico, Mexican, New Mexico. Iran. We got trans. How do you spell Vietnamese? Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm spelling it right. Vietnamese, yeah. So no, I'm not. I didn't say it right, nor do I have everything. I'm not good with pronunciations. I'm sorry. It is what it is. We have EMT, EMS, EMR. We got vote, ST, Saint or Street. We have Stan. We have Tom. Like these could also be first, middle, and not first, middle, and names, last names. Tom. Jim. Gemma. Emma. We have Irma. Ernest. I don't have a Y, but we also got, I'm getting gymnast. Motel. They might be like whenever we got a team meet, and I mean I don't have an L, but I'm getting motel, meet up at a motel, a team of them meet up at a hotel, a motel. We got Tex or Texas. Oh, yep. Got Texas out here. We have Ken. Kent. Sent. Sent X to sent X to be fake. Because I remember you said you broke up once before and then you guys got back together. Maybe that was planned in some way. I don't know. Okay, so maybe summer might be significant to you in some way. Like, I don't know if you and your ex got back together in the summertime, or maybe like this happened in the summer and you guys got back together like in the fall or the winter time. We got gamer. Remember we had gamer, Xbox, or gamers, ENT, credit union, ENT credit union, Colorado. Also, ENT stands for ear, nose, and throat. It is a common term for a medical specialist called a otolaryngologist who diagnoses the treats who diagnoses and treats disorders of the head, neck, including the ears, nose, sinuses, throat, and related structures. And remember, we were getting EMT, EMR, EMS. But that's for that. But there's also coming up with something about credit. We have fame. I'm also seeing MS. Multiple sclerosis. I'd also think that isn't MS also the abbreviation for Mississippi? Yeah, it would be for Mississippi. Jackson could be significant, the name or the actual place. 10. We also have rake. Now, I'm not thinking we're talking about, I mean, like somebody might be a gardener if if you're thinking about like a gardening rake. But a rake in British terms means somebody who gets around. Got MS, somebody might have MS. BX. Now, okay, I'm a military brat, right? And BX is, I mean, I don't know if they have that name still, but the BX was a commissary on base. A commissary is like a grocery, like it's like a Walmart or a Costco. And we had veteran before. Foam. Somebody could be foaming at the mouth, whether in anger or, like, say, sometimes people who have chronic dry mouth, they tend to get like this white film in the corners of their mouths. Yeah, so white film in the corner of your mouth can be caused by dehydration, dry mouth, or irritation, which leads to thicker saliva. It also can be a sign of infection like oral thrush or angular cheilitis. I don't know. Or a symptom of more serious medical issues like seizures, drug overdose, or respiratory problems. Got keen, Rome, or Rome, Italian, or Roman. I don't know, like if you're a Libra, somebody in your family, maybe the person is a Sagittarius. So we're gonna look on Libra in 5th house. Alright, Libra in the 5th house signifies a deep desire for balanced and romantic and harmonious experiences, particularly in romance, creativity, and self-expression. This placement emphasizes a need for beauty and partnership in passionate pursuits, influencing areas like dating, artistic expression, and hobbies. People with this placement yet often have a refined aesthetic, enjoy creative collaboration, and seek an exciting yet elegant love life. Okay, and then Sagittarius. Sagittarius in the 5th house suggests a person who is optimistic, adventurous, and philosophical about pleasure, children, and creativity. They may have a love for intellectual pursuits and travel, and their approach to romance is often adventurous and fun-loving. This placement can manifest in a need for freedom and a dislike for being constrained in relationships and creative expressions. Are there any more messages within these letters? Yes, there is. Okay. Now, when it comes to the dark and black magic that we were picking up in the first read, does that have something to do with keeping this specific code worker in balance, like imbalanced in these areas? Is it a form of destiny swapping? That is a yes. Am I speaking to the All High Almighty? Am I speaking with Jesus Christ? It's my favorite color, red. Okay, so we're still. You swear upon Jesus Christ's name, you're telling me the truth. Yeah. Are there any more messages within these letters? Yeah, okay. Well, they want me to keep going. Okay. So the point of this dark magic was to keep you imbalanced. It's a form of destiny swap, so that way, as long as, here's the thing, if you start getting your life back on track and you start to notice somebody else's literally starts to like plummet, that is the person who's doing it. TMS. TMS, or a transcranial magnetic stimulation, is a non-invasive procedure that uses magnetic pulses to stimulate nerve cells in the brain. It is used to treat conditions like depression, OCD, PTSD, and migraines. The treatment involves an electromagnetic coil placed against the head, which delivers pulses that can be felt as tapping or heard as clicking, and patients can usually return to their daily activities immediately after a session. We're going to look up the 5 spiritual meaning. Okay, spiritually, the number 5 often represents change, transformation, freedom, and adventure. It also is associated with humanity, the senses, and balance, as it connects to the 5 human senses and the 5 elements: earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. In various traditions, different religions and spiritual paths give it specific meanings, such as God's grace in Christianity and Judaism and the 5 pillars of Islam. Okay, so in tarot, we're going to look at what the 5 means in all of the tarot cards. We got pentacles, wands, swords, and cups. So we're going to look at all 5s. The 5 of Pentacles spiritually signifies a period of material hardship, isolation, and struggle, often causing feelings of exclusion or abandonment. Upright, it represents facing adversity, financial difficulty, and the emotional suffering that comes with it. Reversed, it suggests recovery from loss, overcoming hardship, and the potential for positive change, often through community or a renewed sense of self-worth. Okay. 5 of Cups. Okay, 5 of Cups spiritually signifies loss, grief, and disappointment, but also the potential for healing and moving forward. It represents focusing on what has been lost. The overturned cups while overlooking the opportunities for a better future. The standing cups. Okay. So, like in the card, you have somebody who is looking at the cups that are fallen over, and then it's got its back towards the cups that are standing upright. The spiritual message is about acknowledging and processing these negative emotions rather than remaining stuck in them, encouraging a shift in perspective to find what is still left and move towards recovery. Okay, so we did Pentacles, Cups, and now Wands. Spiritually, the 5 of Wands represents navigating conflicts, creative friction, and dynamic tension. It can signify a period of struggle or competition, but it also holds the potential for growth, innovation, and finding resolution through active engagement and healthy debate. The card suggests that while conflict is present, it can serve as a catalyst for moving forward, provided you stand strong and communicate effectively. And then Swords. The 5 of Swords spiritually represents conflict, a hollow victory won at a high cost, and the emptiness that follows a destructive battle. It signifies arguments, aggression, and the idea that winning at all costs is a form of losing. Spiritually, this card can be also a warning to look at your own role in a conflict, with a reversed meaning representing learning from conflict, reconciliation, and choosing peace over revenge. Are there any more messages within these? Nope, that was it. So I feel like, okay, since we were diving deeper into the dark and black magic, we were given the first 5, I feel, were more towards like what the dark and black magic were actually doing to you. And I feel like the Five of Swords, with represents conflict and hollow victory, won at a high cost, meaning that what they did is going to cost them a great deal. Like if you were to break that and get back into the swing, and like say, you know how you were saying, like, you know, when you first originally broke up with this person, you were on the up and up, and then you got back with this person and you were going down, down, down. You were spiraling. If you were to get back on that right path before you got back together, where you were, everything was doing good, you were getting everything back together, everything was great, that is literally, whoever did this, I'm telling you, they're going to get hit hard, because it's the 3-time rule. The rule of 3. The rule of 3 is a principle that suggests things come in threes to be more humorous, satisfying, or effective, and are easier to remember. Okay, so this concept is applied to various fields, most commonly in writing or for creating memorable phrases. Okay, so that's the rule of 3, witchcraft. Okay, the rule of 3 in witchcraft, also known as the threefold law, is the belief that any energy a person puts out into the world will return to them 3 times over. Okay? It is a concept, and remember how you were telling me about your lupus and how it it starts to act up and stuff like that. That is part of your 5 senses. It's everything just affects that. So best believe whatever they did, you get back on the right path, bruh, they're fucked. They're seriously fucked. Which encourages practitioners to act with kindness and to be mindful of the energy they cast, particularly when using magic to avoid negative consequences. This is why I don't do things without without full reason. Like say for example, if I do a return to sender, that's another thing, you can do a return to sender. How you can do a return to sender, I mean, obviously, you gotta do that cleanse. Everything that they ask you to do in the first read is what you still have to do. Even if you do the return to sender, you're gonna write down, say, dear, whoever you believe in, okay, I, such and such, like your name, hereby ask, hereby command that all dark, negative, black, death, whatever magic that was sung to me is returned to sender times 3, or you could just say return to sender, and yeah, you just say, I mean, I can actually write it down for you, and you can kind of copy it. I have this bump. I don't know if you see that, but I got this little bump here. I don't know what that is. Might be a callus. I'm not sure, but that wasn't there yesterday. So basically, if you look up how to do a return to sender, you can either write it or you can say it, but I would rather write it, and then you can set it on fire and just let it burn all the way through. You just watch it burn and just focus on it, because you have the ability to manifest. You do, and that's why they're doing this. They didn't want you to have this, so they're trying to take it for themselves. That's bothering me. What is that? Okay, anyway, focus. So, but yeah, that's why you should never do dark or black magic, because once somebody catches on exactly what you're doing and are able to defend themselves accordingly and properly, that shit is going to hit you so hard. If you ever watched the 90s movie The Craft, I love that movie, but if you ever watched the movie The Craft, what's funny is one of those person's names in there, if you've ever seen that movie. When they were attacking her and she invoked the spirit to help her, everything went back times 3. I mean, it didn't really hit them, but it visually showed them, like, this is what's going to happen. You keep fucking with this person. This is what's going to happen. So I suggest you knock it the fuck off and go somewhere else. Go sit down somewhere. Pray properly, in a good way. People who pray bad about somebody, they're like, oh, I prayed to God that something bad will happen. You do understand that you're not praying to God. If you pray for something bad to happen, that's not praying to God. You are praying to a dark entity, all right? If you pray for justice, ask God for justice for what has happened to you, that's completely different. They will deliver that. They will deliver that because you're not asking for them to do anything bad, but you are asking for some type of justice to happen for what somebody has done to you. Okay, but if you do a return to sender, it's just like, here's another thing. When we were kids, I don't know if they do it nowadays, but that saying, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you do or say to me bounces off and goes right back to you. That is a return to sender. That is a complete return to sender. You just got to believe in it wholeheartedly and act like shit don't bother you and move about your day. That shit's just going to flow off of you like water. Alright? Is there any more deep diving we need to do on the dark magic? Are we going to go with names of who might be doing it? Ooh, this is swinging fast. Anything else? No. Okay, so I'm going to give this, I'm going to put these in back. I'm going to shake up again. We're going to pull, and we're going to see what names come out. Only you will know the names of these people. These could be first, middle, or last names. Or even nicknames, for that matter. Names of those who are performing the dark magic, black magic on my coworker. Not looking. We have money, we have earth, we have negative, some negative money. Do you want me to pull up any more letters? Yes. We also have the number 4. That's a lot. Okay. We have Gemini. We have autumn. We have summer. Another Sagittarius. And we have Jupiter. Do I need to pull out any more letters? No, that's it. All right. So we have signs Gemini and Sagittarius. Sagittarius came out in the last one. We have the number 4. We have Jupiter. Earth. Earth could be Earth signs. We have green money. So this is affecting your finances. Like I said, we have autumn and we have summer. Technically, okay, check it. Gemini is technically a mutable sign. So Gemini is the immutable, meaning the changing of the season. So it's the end of spring and the beginning of summer. Now we got Sagittarius and autumn. All right. I do believe that's another mutable sign. Yep, it's a mutable sign. Again, that is a transferring from autumn into winter. Okay? Is it autumn into winter? Yes, autumn into winter. So it starts in autumn and then goes into winter. So we got Gemini in summer here. Maybe somebody's a summer Gemini. And maybe somebody is a Sagittarius, like an autumn Sagittarius. And we also got Earth on here. Somebody could be an Earth sign. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And we also have the 4. We have minus. Somebody is a negative, like they are a negative person. Okay. And we also got money. And Jupiter. Jupiter, like again, is fortune. Jupiter represents fortune in your life. Okay. All right. Let's get these out here. That's I, E, F, X. I see Levi. That also switches, like if you move that L, we got evil. Bad. We got evil and bad coming out. You got vet again. Somebody could be a veteran. Some type of veteran. I see RV. Somebody might have an RV or had an RV at one point in time in their life. I saw Evie. Got Julio. Or Julia. Juanita. Do we have a T out here? Yes. Juanita. Nita. Anita. We got Tina. Julius. Got Julie. U.S. We got Pat, which could be Patricia, Patrick. Manuel. Now, these could be your name. This could be their name. Zora. You got Sarah with an H or without an H. We have Sierra. Manuela. Abuela. You also got Abuelo. Familia. Family. We have Karmic Family coming out. Do I have a C out here? I don't have a C, I don't think, but I'm getting Karmic Family or just Family Karma. Karma, bad. Bad karma for family. Or we got negative karma for family. We got Lolita. Got Lucy. Oh, no C, so no Lucy, never mind. We have June. Tunes. Somebody listens to music. Mix tunes. Maybe somebody listens to Spanish music. And Nuevo means new. got Maggie. And Maggie with a Y. I mean, like, it's not a name, but it's coming out. It's coming out at me. It's funny. Okay, so we got, yep. Somebody may have big boobs. GTA, maybe somebody that plays a lot of GTA. Remember we were getting Xbox before. We do have Lee. Now, I know who this is to you, and even though this person may not do it, maybe this person may be related to this person. Because I don't think, quite honestly, I don't think. Is Lee the one doing it? No. Is somebody related to him doing it? Yep. Okay. And remember, it's a team. There's a bunch of people. You got Luna. Where's that? Looney. Is it with an E? Yeah. Looney. And we got Tunes. Somebody probably likes the Looney Tunes. Or maybe they grew up watching the Looney Tunes, so that would kind of give you a idea of their age. Someone's sad. Maybe they're sad that this is getting out. Or sad like if you were to, we also got Giles. That just popped out at me. Like, okay, so when I'm thinking of Giles, I'm thinking like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Remember he owned the magic shop? Bruh. I don't have a C. Dang, never. I could have sworn I had a C. Okay, so I'm getting like magic stuff. So we got Maggie. Maggie, okay. If you've ever seen Ferngully, Maggie was the head witch person, the head fairy. Okay, but she was like a good fairy. This is obviously all negative. This is negative Maggie. This is somebody who is negative. You got Pam, Pamela, or somebody could just be crazy, like they're loony. But Looney Tunes. Is there anything more out of this? No, that's it. Move on to the next one. Okay. So they're asking me to move on to your next one, which is going to be on roommate, non-lover. Okay. What should we know about the 444 when I just saw that? When I just clicked back over to the camera, the video, it said 5444, 444. Alright, so what can you tell me about the roommate, the non-lover roommate? There we go, we'll just say that, the non-lover roommate. 555. Oh my god, dude. Whew. Bubby. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but my cat just took the biggest shit and it smells so bad. Oh my god. Woohoo! Good lord, did you at least cover it up? Oh, maybe somebody's covering something up. Maybe somebody's trying to hide it. But they can't because it smells like shit. Alright, this is the roommate non-lover. 55, 55, bro. Alright. 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, spiritual meaning. Okay, the number 225356 can be broken down into sequences like 22, 35, and 56, which may be interpreted through the lens of angel numbers. Okay, 22 often symbolizes diplomacy, balance, and dual purpose approach. This can suggest to find a need to find harmony and cooperation in your spiritual life. I remember you were telling me how this person isn't cooperating. Like, you know, they can do what they're supposed to do, but they're just not cooperating with it. They're not doing it, okay? 35, a combination of 3 and 5, often representing creativity, adventure, and major life changes. What you told me is happening, coming up, could be part of this. This could point to a spiritually transformative phase, according to sources like Pinterest or whatever. And 56, a combination of 5 and 6, this could suggest a need to balance spiritual pursuits with material and worldly needs. Okay? Some interpretations associate the number 6 with providing for yourself and your family. Bro. I mean, we had to talk earlier about that, so you know where that goes in your life. All right. What can you tell me about the roommate non-lover? Cleansing. Okay. Not looking. Drop? Where'd it go? I felt something hit me. Here. See? Do I need to pull out any more letters? No. Okay, we have Libra again. 12. This is definitely your read, darling, because you told me that you are a Libra. Okay? We also got autumn, spring, the number 7, and cardinal. Okay, and they said I don't need to pull out any more. We got box. Do we have another X out here for Xbox? Now, when we were pulling out names, this could be the name, those could be the names of the people who are doing it or are involved in one way or another. Okay, we got box. We don't have another X out here, but you know, they could play an Xbox. I'm hearing PlayStation. How it comes on. Okay, anyway. I'm hearing finicky. Fussy about one's needs or requirements. Okay. I'm hearing, when I saw the F and I saw Fin. I wasn't thinking fin as an N, but I got finicky. Finicky means fussy about one's needs or requirements, showing or requiring great attention to detail. We got magic coming out. Hearsay. Here's hearsay. Hearing. Jet. Someone's got a jet, like get out. APT. Hearing. Meaning apartment hearing. Jersey. Could be New Jersey or just Jersey, like somebody wears jerseys or a specific jersey all the time or has a specific jersey that's like their favorite player of some sort, if they're into that sort of thing. But Magic did come out. Partner. I'm getting partner in crime. Partner in magic. I'm getting fat. He. Par. Isn't that something for 4? Okay, for golf, it means the number of strokes in a first class player should normally require for a particular hole or course. Stock market, meaning the face value of a stock or other security as distinct from its market value. Um, Easy money. They sees you at ease as easy money. I don't have the whole word, but I am getting principle. Like it's the principle of the matter. Get a job. I think squatter has two T's, but I'm getting squatter. Fine. I'm not getting fine as like they look good, but pay a fine or fee. We also got quit, quitter, quits. I'm getting quits easy. We have rent, pay a fee, pay rent. Owes. See, this is actually, I can either take this as an O or a C, it all depends. Owes money. We got evict. Evict now. We're seeing hour or HR. Because you also got to think, like, when the magic thing came out and they're trying to affect your balance, if these guys are not trying to find jobs and are just leeches and they're leeching off of you, that could be how they play a part with the magic. I'm not saying that these guys actually do the magic, but that they're playing a part. And them literally just leeching off of you or mooching off of you and just not helping and making matters worse. Because like here, like, all right, so evict now. This is either saying that you need to evict this person now. You need to get these guys out of there because if they're not willing to help, they need to leave. And the problem is with that is that you're gonna have to go down because if they have mail coming there, you can't. I mean, unless they aren't on the lease. If they're not on the lease, then you can actually tell them, like your land people, to be like, they're not on the lease. I want them gone. And they can actually have them removed. But if they have mail coming there, that is their place of address. That's their residence. So you would have to formally, especially if they're not willing to just leave, you have to formally go down to the courts and place an eviction notice on the people or person living in your residence. We got RN here. Registered nurse. Don't know if that's significant. Libra in 12th house signifies the connection between partnerships and hidden subconscious matters like past life karma. This placement can indicate themes of unresolved issues in relationships, a need to resolve past injustices in partnerships, and a struggle with hidden enemies who may be charming or diplomatic. It can also point to relationships with hidden, unseen partners or challenges with loneliness and isolation in relationships. Though the potential for spiritual growth, through self-reflection is high. Okay? And then Libra in 7th house. All right, Libra in 7th house indicates a strong focus on relationship, partnerships, and marriage, and suggests a deep need for balance and harmony in one-on-one connections. Individuals with this placement are often diplomatic and seek peace with others, but may need to work on not over-compromising to maintain harmony. The 7th house rules all close one-to-one relationships, including romantic partners, business partners, and open enemies. So this placement influences all these dynamics. Are there any more messages regarding to the roommate / non-lover? No, that's it. Okay, now we're moving on to court date. And then after this one, it's health. And then we're going to get, and that will be the end of the read. So we're going to be looking into court date here. I got to get some more incense going. Alright, what can you tell me about the court date? Roses by Outcast might be significant in some way. Need a golden calculator to the house. Realize. What can you tell me about court date? 1, 3, 5, 5, and 6. Oh, okay. 13556, executive order, controlled unclassified information. This order establishes an open and uniform program for managing information that requires safeguarding or dissemination controls. Huh. Interesting. The controlled unclassified information. The CUI program was created by President Obama's Executive Order 13556 to create a streamlined method for information sharing and safeguarding. Is that meaning they're not going to tell me? Yeah, hiccup. Okay, spiritual meaning. The number 13556, universal spiritual meaning in popular numerology, like single or repeating digit numbers. Its significance is generally derived by analyzing the individual components. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, 1 often symbolizes new beginnings, creation, leadership, and independence. Number 3 is associated with creativity, self-expression, communication, and the presence of spiritual masters or guides. They're here guiding you. This is communication for you. Number 5 relates to significant life changes, freedom, adventure, personal growth, and adaptability. Number 6 is often connected to home life, family, responsibility, nurturing, and service to others. When combined, when combined, suggests that a period of personal growth and significant life changes is leading towards a focus on home, family, and service, guided by new beginnings and creative expression. Drink real quick. Okay. I don't know why this is really looking out at me here, but like I'm seeing two long streams of like, just watch. You see that? Two long streams of smoke, and they keep widening. So they start close together and it's widening, like going far apart from each other. I don't know why that just pointed out to me like that, but it did. I don't know what that's significant for. What can you tell me? Well, I already know what the court date's all about. The coworker told me. But what can you tell me is going to happen regarding this court date? Looking. Again, Libra, girl. Look, I'm telling you. That is definitely coming up. We also got 8th house, which is basically death and rebirth. We also got Taurus, which is deals with finances in the 2nd house. And we also got Chiron, which is leadership. Okay, and you're going to be in a court date. So this is Libra is justice, Saturn is karma, 8th is life and death, basically change and transformation. Okay, I got it all. Taurus is 2nd house, which is finances, and then Chiron is leadership. So that's, yeah, okay. Let's see, what is the outcome? Woo! Somebody's probably going to drop the ball. That's a Z. Z. We got sleep. Z. That's like sleeping. Don't sleep on it. Like, it's not something to be slept on. This is like, I'm getting like action is required. Like, immediate action is required. We got N. Another N. I. R. T. J. 2 J's. We got sue, which is like somebody suing somebody. Okay, I'm not going to put fully all your information, your business out there, but they want it now. They want it now. Alright, Libra in Saturn signifies a strong placement for Saturn as it is considered exalted here, representing the planet of discipline, structure, and karma, finding an ideal environment to express its themes of justice, balance, and partnership. This combination, ideal environment. You told me about your situation, and that makes me wonder that if, remember when we talked about like pictures, certain pictures, okay, if you were to bring that in and show them exactly what's going on, I'm guessing he will, whoever your judge is, like he or she will most likely side with you. It's like, how are you going to, try and kick these people out when you're not even doing your job as a, I'm getting slumlord. I mean, that's not to sit here and say that you shouldn't do what you need to do on your end, but I'm guessing they're like, listen, until you fix what needs to be fixed, um, they shouldn't have to like. I don't know exactly how that works because I never really had that situation before. Hold on a second. What if a landlord does not uphold a permit but is seeking to? Okay. Yeah, yep. You should gather evidence of the landlord's failure to uphold the lease, such as repair requests and photos, and use this as a defense in court against the unpaid rent claim. It is also crucial to present proof of rent payments and be prepared to argue that the landlord breaches of contract excuse your non-payment. Legal aid or a lawyer can help you understand your rights in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then what is it? Taurus. And so, I mean, like, I wasn't trying to put all your information out there, your info, but it's coming out. Okay, Taurus and Saturn. Taurus and Saturn. An astrological placement associated with practicality, discipline, and a strong work ethic. And these guys obviously do not have that if they're not upholding their end, especially concerning financial and material security. People with this placement often have a talent for long-term projects and can be very determined, though this determination can sometimes be mistaken for stubbornness. They're probably stubborn and don't want to do it, but guess what, bitches? You're going to do it. You want your money, you're going to do it. A key lesson for those with Saturn and Taurus is to find their self-worth beyond possessions. Meaning, yeah, hold your ground. Like, seriously, hold your ground. Get what you need. Like, I believe justice will be on your side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with Chiron as leadership, they're going to make that ruling. Leader, rule. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Libra, 8th house. Libra in the 8th house can indicate a person who finds transformation and intimacy through relationship and need for partnership to navigate shared resources like inheritance, taxes, and finances. This placement combines Libra's desire for balance and connection with the 8th house's themes of shared resources, transformation, and psychological depth, and can manifest as a need to find partnership in areas of deep vulnerability and a focus on fair distribution of joint finances and inheritance. And Taurus. Yeah, you need to stand your ground, not just with the people that you live with, but with the freaking slumlord. Okay. A person or a Taurus in eighth house, a person may experience intense transformations and challenges related to shared resources, secrets, and intimacy. This placement can manifest as a strong desire for financial security, an interest in occult or psychological matters, and a powerful drive to work through deep-seated issues related to power, transformation, and shared assets like inheritance. Yeah. Is there any more information now? Moving on to health? Yes. Okay. Alright, so last but not least, the health, and we're already at 127. What can you tell me about my coworker's health? The coworker who is asking for this read, what can you tell me about their health? One, two, 3, 6. No, I don't want that button. Go away. Go away. Okay. There we go. I don't like that. Okay. Okay. 12236 postal code in Albany, New York. And then we're also the thing that like I see a railroad here, but it's saying terminal. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Yeah. Protein kinase activity kinase acts upstream of or within metaphase, anaphase, transition to mitotic cell cycle and protein localizations. I just don't like how I saw terminal. When we were talking about health and I saw terminal, I'm like, I don't like that. That's what's coming out. Let's see what spiritual meaning says. Angel numbers, the sequence 12236 is interpreted as a message of divine support for maintaining balance in your life, especially concerning your material and spiritual needs. It encourages a positive mindset as your angels help manifest abundance and guide you to your purpose. They're basically saying, listen to us. If you listen to us, you're going to be okay. Because if it's not like illness, that won't be terminal. It's stress that will be terminal. All right, number 1 resonates with new beginnings, leadership, ambition, and creating your own reality through positive actions and intentions. Number 2 symbolizes balance, harmony, relationships, duality, and the importance of trust and faith in your divine path. Its repetition 2 amplifies this need for equilibrium. Number 3 connects with creativity, self-expression, communication, and the presence of ascended masters or spirit guides offering support. Number 6 relates to material life, home, family, service to others, and the practical aspects of daily living. It often signals a need to balance these worldly concerns with your spiritual path. Okay. So balance is key. The number emphasizes the necessity to find equilibrium between your spiritual goals and your everyday responsibilities such as finances, career, and family. Release financial fear. It specifically asks you to let go of anxieties related to monetary. What did I just say about stress? Related to monetary loss or lack, assuring that your material needs will be met as you maintain a positive outlook and continue on your current path. Positive mindset. This message strongly encourages a positive attitude and frame of mind as your thoughts and intentions are actively creating your reality. Divine guidance. It serves as a reminder that you are not alone. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are present, encouraging you to keep going and trusting your instincts. In essence, 12236 is a sign to trust the process, maintain harmony across all aspects of your existence, and stay optimistic that your life struggles will soon lead to a more worthy and fulfilling existence. Yeah. Okay, candles are almost out. I'm going to see what the messages are word-wise. Alright. What can you tell me about the readers, the co-workers' health? What can you tell me? Open. Okay, you got Taurus again, which is finances, money. Your health is related to your money. And that's what's been stressing you out. We also got Pisces. I don't know, somebody might have Cancer. We also got the number 4 and Pluto and Cardinal. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. Okay. The candles are almost out, which is okay because they don't want me to pull out any more letters. It's whatever's in here is what's going to come out. So even if the candles go out, I can still get this out. We have mold. We got mold in home. We have leaks, read, read codes, read codes. Read codes for homes. When it's involving like mold and leak, like, because you were telling me about the certain things like that, and I'm like, well, if it's been doing that for that long and they haven't done anything about it, there's a good possibility there's like mold in there. Read codes for home. So they're asking for you to read up on the codes for the home, like what they're supposed to do to keep your home safe and healthy, because that's probably affecting your health, and that can make it. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, so I asked, can black mold cause terminal, like permanent terminal damage or anything? And it says, yeah, I mean, it's saying no to terminal, but it's saying, yes, long term exposure to black mold can cause permanent damage, including chronic respiratory conditions like asthma, lasting neurological issues like cognitive repair impairment and memory loss, and in some cases, potential organ damage. It can also cause permanent damage to property such as structural failure and rot if left untreated. Oh, exposure to black mold may trigger or worsen lupus symptoms and can lead to severe, potentially life-threatening infections. That's where the terminal came in. Life-threatening infections in individual with compromised immune systems. Bro. This motherfucker taking you to court might actually be like blessing in disguise. Okay, for you. Because if you show them all your health concerns and show them everything that's going on in your apartment, not only will they probably drop your case, but you can probably sue these motherfuckers and then get your money, 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 money. Money. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh at any of your pain, honey, but like, it's there. It's there. Taurus is finances, and we also got money out here. Okay? Like this is bad. Black mold is bad. How can you find out if you have black mold? Hold the phone. You can know if you have black mold by looking for visible signs like dark fuzzy spots in damp areas or by detecting a musty odor in rotting leaves. Remember when I was sitting there saying that something stinks? Somebody trying to cover it up, but they can't because it stinks. It reeks. Bruh. Other indicators include water damage such as stains, peeling paint, or warped materials, and potential health symptoms like coughing, sneezing, or skin rashes. If you suspect black mold, it is best to perform a test or contact a professional for confirmation and removal. What to look for? Appearance. Dark colored black, very dark green or brown patches that can be slimy or fuzzy. Look in places with moisture, such as under sinks, basements, and bathrooms. Or air conditioning units. Musty smell. An earthy, musty odor, often described as rotting leaves, wet cardboard, or damp paper. Water damage. Signs of previous or ongoing leaks. Such as water stains on walls or ceilings, bubbling or peeling paint, or warped wood or drywall. Warped wood. What picture did you show me? Warped wood. Condensation. Excessive condensation on windows or pipes can indicate a moisture problem. Health symptoms. Unexplained respiratory issues like coughing, sneezing, wheezing, nasal congestions, as well as headaches, fatigue, or skin rashes. Oh my god, all of a sudden this is like going in my face. Now it's making me cough. There you go. Okay, so what to do if you suspect black mold? Perform a test. Use a black mold test to help identify the specific type of mold. Consult a professional. Hire a professional to perform a more thorough inspection and oh my god. Remediation. For whatever reason, I can't say it. If you are unsure. Fix the moisture source. Black mold grows in damp areas. If you must identify and fix any leaks or sources of excess moisture to prevent it from returning. Are my neighbors fighting? Okay. I would definitely say look up for more. Can you, but hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, can you buy mold test kits? Yes, you can buy mold test kits at home improvement stores, pharmacies, and online retailers. These kits are available for both air and surface testing. But it's important to note that do-it-yourself kits often provide limited information and may not be as accurate as professional assessments. Okay. You might have to. Okay, so it seems that you might have to. Okay, so your best bet is probably to like call somebody and see if they can come out as soon as possible to test this stuff and let them know that, hey, I have a court hearing coming up on such and such date. Um, let them know the situation. I'm like, I need somebody to come out as soon as possible, or like how soon? Because it's saying here, Pro Lab air and surface mold test kit. You collect a sample, we analyze it in our lab. Email, text results, notification within 1 week, 5 business days. Includes prepaid return mailer, free expert consultation available, $40 fee required for lab results. I would suggest to get this done ASAP, like as soon as possible. Because I'm telling you what. Look, okay, hold on. We don't need to read any more into that because I am telling you, I think you have a way to get freaking paid, my guy, like for real. Okay, what happens if mold is affecting health issues? What happens to landlord if black mold is affecting? If black mold is affecting health in Pennsylvania, a landlord is liable if they were negligent in addressing this issue, and the tenant can sue for damages such as medical bills or lost wages. Landlords must provide a safe and habitable property, so they are obligated to fix mold after being notified in writing. If the landlord doesn't act, tenants can report them to local authorities or consult a lawyer for further options, like potentially withholding rent or breaking the lease, but taking these actions without legal advice is risky. Yeah, you need to, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even if you were to go to court, right? They are not going to evict you that day. They are going to set up a payment plan and figure something out, right? So, like, say you don't say anything to this landlord. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. If you don't say anything to this landlord, except for showing that you wanted things fixed and they weren't fixing it, and you get this stuff tested and come to find out that there is black mold and it's affecting your health issues, what did I say? You're going to get paid. You can sue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you have to be careful with that as well. You have to do this, like, kinda. Okay. You know what? I'm going to talk to you more about this when I see you. Because I'm not going to say it on here. I'm not going to say it on here. But I'm going to talk to you tomorrow about this because I am going to see you tomorrow. I think I see you tomorrow. Are you there tomorrow? Or are you off? We'll find out. Okay. So really quick before we get off of here, we're going to see what Taurus and Pisces is in Pluto. Okay, when Pluto is okay, during this time a generation was born. Okay, no, I don't need all that. Pluto in Taurus signifies generational themes of transformation within the material world involving concepts of value, wealth, property, and power. It is linked to periods of profound economic shifts with potential for both immense wealth accumulation and devastating poverty, as well as intense struggles over land and resources. For individuals born during this transit, it can represent a deep, often obsessive connection to the material world and a drive to build or destroy value. Pluto is associated with transformation, power, death, rebirth, and the hidden aspects of the psyche. It represents monumental change and intense, often hidden forces. Taurus also associated with material world, resources, money, possessions, value, and stability. It is a grounded, earthy, and fixed sign ruled by Venus. So I remember you were telling me that your health issues have been really significant recently, and I'm wondering if this is why. And if this is why, I'm telling you, go get all the medical and everything you need to put these mother effers in their place. That's ridiculous. Pisces and Pluto signifies a generational influence focused on deep transformative changes to spiritual and collective consciousness. It represents the breakdown of outdated spiritual systems and the rise of new forms of transcendent awareness and spiritual accessibility. Periods of Pluto in Pisces are marked by shifts in how humanity approaches spirituality. This, with generations becoming agents of spiritual revolution, innovation, and profound shifts of consciousness. Yeah. If you get everything you need together, you can take these mother effers down. I am so serious. Confirmation. I don't know if you heard that sound, but that's confirmation. So my candles are now out. Are all gone. And we're going to go ahead and end the read there. We are done. We're about 2 hours in. This is an hour and 54 minutes. That's crazy. Bruh. I hope you're at work tomorrow because we got a lot to talk about. Because I'm getting things popping up in my head right now that they want me to tell you. But I'm not a lawyer. I can't fully give out legal advice. But there are things coming up right now that are like, you need to tell this coworker this. And I'm like, I'm going to. When I see them, we're going to have a conversation. Mother, ooh, I want to punch these people in the face. Not you, but just like the people you're dealing with right now. Like, I just want to tackle them and be like, what the hell, bro? Punch them in the face. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys for my coworker here for tonight. I'm halfway through with trying to figure out exactly how. If you watch the read on the serial killer thing, I'm kind of still working on that. I might do that this weekend if I have the time. So I might do it this weekend. So I will let you know further on that. In the meantime, you guys have a great night. Stay safe. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And at this point in time, these readings that I'm doing are free. So if you have any questions or if you need something, to figure out, like, email me at earthstartribrid.com. Right now, these reads are free. I do accept donations at my PayPal. Just look at my profile for this page and descriptions. I would never ask you for money at this time. When my following grows, if I get more, if I get more followings and requests for reads, I will start to charge. At this time, I am not charging. So, if you want a read done, let me know. Hit me up. Like, share, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.